Hey everyone, another video in my cruise series. So I am getting ready to go on the Carnival Sunrise out of Miami on a 5-day cruise, and I am finishing packing. So I wanted to go through some of my cruise essentials with you. I will try to link some of these things that are available on Amazon down below. This is not sponsored at all, just things that I have found really useful as I have gone through my time cruising and things that I really like to use throughout the trip. So let's get started. The very first thing that I have is this portable travel fan. This is battery powered. It is oscillating. It extends up into a standing fan, and it is so convenient. I really am somebody that needs moving air in a cruise room because, especially in an inside cabin, there is just no moving air a lot of the time. This helps me to sleep. So that's going to go right there. Next, I have these compression packing cubes. So these make it really easy to fit stuff in here. I have everything that I need in here and then zip down so that it can get as small as it possibly can. I'm going to put that right there. And then here is my toiletry bag. This is hanging so that if I want it to go in the room, then I can just hang it right on the door and it's easy to go. Oh, my cat Neffy came to say hi. She might join us for a little bit of this. In here, I put these little containers that hold my shampoo and my conditioner so that I can use the shampoo and conditioner that I like, because I like to keep some red in my hair and that cruise line shampoo is just not very good for it. Another thing that I put in here is this really great thing that I tend to order. There is a company where you can actually get just like really small amounts of perfume. This is the perfect size to bring with you and travel. So that's going to go right in there. And then that is all of the essentials for this bag. So I'm going to go ahead and zip this up and put it in the bag. All right. The next thing that is a absolute essential for me is the cruise line gives you bar soap in the room, but that doesn't really agree with my skin. So I always like to bring some foaming hand soap with me because it rinses really easy, it doesn't mess with the pipes, and then I could just keep on bringing it on the next cruise. So I'm going to put this in here with my sunblock so that it can come with me. All right. And then got a book, just going to throw that in there. This is something that is very important for me. So I am somebody that I tend to run really hot, and this is a cruise just in the tropics in hurricane season. It is going to be hot as heck. So I also use this at like Disney or anywhere else that I want to be warm, that I'm warm and I want to be cooling off. It's just really powerful with a few different settings. I'm going to pop that in there. This is a non-surge protector power strip. So this is still allowed by Carnival. I understand that there are quite a few cruise lines that are starting to not allow this anymore, but Carnival allows it, so I'm going to bring it. Got 3 outlets in it, 2 USB-C and 2 USB-A. Super helpful, especially with all the charging for all of my batteries and, you know, my camera and everything that I need for this. This is a waterproof pouch. So since I'm traveling alone, I don't want to leave my phone over by or anything valuable over on my chair by myself. So this will allow me to bring it in the ocean with me. If I want to go swimming into the pool with me, I can just put it on here, strap it to myself. Everything stays safe and waterproof. I also have some towel clips. So these are super useful because it is windy on the island, it is windy on the ship. I can go ahead and clip my towel down and then I don't have to worry about it blowing away. And the next thing that I have that I'm going to put in a bag with this is, these are actually from my hurricane kit because I live here in Florida and we are somewhere that gets hurricanes, but these are just little battery powered tea lights. And because I'm an inside cabin and it is so dark in those rooms, I like to turn these on at night. I put one in the bathroom and I put one in the main part of the cabin so that it actually lights up the room. I've got a little bit of a path that's illuminated if I have to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And then the next thing I've got is, so this is something that's kind of a little bit specific for this one. This is one of those Febreze little room air fresheners, like they're the bathroom size ones. I keep hearing that the Carnival Sunrise has that really familiar and not so pleasant sewage smell because it was the poop cruise. So I thought that this might help a little bit. It's got kind of like an ocean scent to it. Keep it kind of nice and tropical and cruisy, but maybe this will help a little bit with that smell that we're concerned about. And then the next thing I have is, this is just a little medication container. So I have like my daily pills and everything that I keep in the little daily things, but this actually has a bunch of little containers where I can go ahead and put anything that might be just like a little first aid kit type of thing. So I keep Bonine in here. I bring some ibuprofen. You know, I can get seasick, so my doctor actually gives me a prescription for Zofran to help with the nausea if the Bonine does not help. So that just folds up in there. It's magnetized, and I can pop it right in there. I also like to bring a thermal water container. This one's a Yeti, just because I'm somebody who really likes to stay hydrated. I drink a lot of water throughout the day. So instead of carrying around just like a little cup with me or always have to go up to the Lido deck, I can fill this up and have some water with me all the time. So I'm going to bring that in there. And then also kind of along the same lines is this travel straw. So in the effort to be eco-friendly, the cruise lines do not have disposable plastic straws. And I totally understand that. But what they use is the candy straws. And I don't love candy straws. They are not so great. But these, I can go ahead and extend, and it's a metal straw. And I can pop that in there. It comes with a little brush so that I can clean it. And then I can use a straw that is not going to dissolve in my drink as I am drinking it, because sometimes you just want to sit and enjoy a drink for a while and not have to worry about your straw dissolving. So this really, really helps with that. And it is very small. It goes right inside. I actually just carry it right in my purse. Screws up there, and you can even like hook it onto the side of your bag. Let me just pop that in there. And then this is something that I may not need on this cruise because it isn't inside cabin, but I struggle with sleep sometimes. And at home, I use a sleep mask to make sure that I have just the absolute best scenario that I possibly can to sleep. So this will make sure that everything is really dark. It's honestly not the best one. This one is my travel one. I have a little bit of a nicer one that I sleep with at home, but I always bring this with me when I travel, whether it's for work, cruise, all of the above. That can go in there. And the last thing that I have are these little magnets. So these are very, very strong magnets. I think that they are originally designed for teachers and classrooms and things like that to hang up all of their decor. But the walls on a cruise ship are magnetic. So these come in really, really useful. I can actually pop these up on the wall and they will stay up there, and I can use this as like a purse hook. And I can come in, I can hang my purse up on the wall. When I'm done, it's not going to be cluttering anywhere in the room, because in those inside cabins, even with just one person, space is at a premium. So if I can get this off of the desk, it'll make my life a whole lot easier. So that is everything that I have. I didn't run you through all of the clothes. That stuff is already packed and zipped up. And then I also have a little Turkish towel here that I like to bring. It's very compact. And that's just because the cruise line does give you a towel, but when you go out on the island or you go up on the top deck, you're just going to see this sea of blue Carnival towels. And I like to be able to see which chair is mine from wherever I can. So if I bring my own towel for that, I can always kind of keep a really, really good eye on where my things are, especially since it's just me. I don't have anybody else to keep watch over my stuff while I am swimming. So, that is everything that I have. I am going to be leaving very soon for this cruise. So I am just going to go ahead and zip everything up. And I will see you for my next video, which will be Embarkation Day. Thanks. See you next time.